into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
A very good morning to you, our beautiful Expresso family. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for choosing to start off this brand new day with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. Igama lam nguKuhle Adams.
And I'm Ryle the Morning, and once again, absolutely honored to be sharing the stage with you, Kushle, the rest of the crew, and obviously everybody at home that's joining us for both the positive and everything else that's coming through on the pandemic day. It's day 6 of the national lockdown, and while the number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in South Africa continues to rise with the tragic loss of 5 lives so far, we do have some good news to share. As of yesterday, in the city of Cape Town, 50 people with the virus have fully recovered from their symptoms. We can defeat this pandemic, but it requires all of us to do our part.
Yes, and as we get closer to completing our first week of lockdown, we've had a lot of time to self-reflect and spend time with our families. Maybe a little bit too much time for some of us. But today on our social media platforms, we are asking you, what have you learned about yourself and your family during this time? I know that for myself, the past 5 days, I've basically realized that I'm not too bad in the kitchen. You know, it's kind of like we're forced back into the kitchen and fend for ourselves and cook. So, Mama, I'm proud to say that I can make umngqusho without any of your help. And when Rahel, what have you learned?
Well, I've been trying to get on that bandwagon, learning a lot from Clem, but more importantly, I think the most positive thing for me is that I'm realizing my family really does love and miss me. I'm getting so many messages of affection, and obviously we're extending our love to everybody, but it's just really good to get that back in return. So really loving it at the moment.
That's beautiful. Also, my mom is making sure that she sends us Bible verses in the family group every single morning. Kuhle, read Psalm 91, the entire chapter. I'm like, okay, Mama. So that kind of love from our family is very important and is needed. So let's create the sense of support, community, and show love and support to each other virtually. Please let us know on our social media platforms what you've learned about your family and yourself using the hashtag Expresso Show. Ryle, that's where you're standing for the rest of the show. Social distance, everybody. That's what we are emphasizing. Right now, though, it's time for us to get the show on the road. But starting off with those also important news headlines with Jamie Lee Domberg.
Thank you so much, you guys. It's just after 7 o'clock and it's time for those news headlines. Starting off with your national news. Now, a 5th person has died of the coronavirus here in South Africa. This was confirmed by Health Minister Zweli Mkhize at a media briefing in Durban. Now, the number of confirmed cases now stands at 1,353, up from 1,326 on Monday. Now, the identity of the 3rd person has been released. He was 85-year-old Pastor John Sangeni, who attended the same church gathering as the leader of the ACDP, which is Reverend Kenneth Meshu, and the party's chief whip, Steve Swart, as well as evangelist Angus Buchan. Now, they all tested positive after this meeting. In other news as well, the South African National Blood Service says since the nationwide 21-day lockdown began, the number of donors has declined. The organization is urgently calling on all South Africans to contact the nearest center to obtain information on how they can still donate. Now, blood is needed for emergencies such as with regard to pregnant women, people with cancer, and those who have been involved in accidents. Onto the international front, Botswana's President Mokgweetsi Masisi has declared a state of emergency and ordered the country to go into lockdown from tomorrow. Now, this comes as Botswana has reported 3 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. Masisi also says the threat to Botswana has escalated as neighboring countries continue to report increasing cases of the COVID-19 disease. Now, he says he is concerned by the low rate of testing in the country, especially after the influx of his citizens returning from high-risk countries which have now imposed lockdowns. And in the US, declared coronavirus cases surged past 175,000 yesterday. Now, according to running tally by Johns Hopkins University, with over 3,415 deaths, more than the number killed in the 9/11 attacks. Emergency field hospitals are going up in Central Park and at the home of the US Open Tennis Center. The pandemic has killed more than 1,000 New Yorkers, and America's financial capital is in a race against time to dramatically ramp up hospital capacity before cases hit their peak. And now a prime example of united action by South Africans. Now, an example of South Africans' present unifying stance is the Ubuntu Beds initiative, which aims to unite the hospital industry with the on-ground healthcare workers fighting the COVID-19 disease. Empty hostels, hotels, B&Bs and guest houses can offer safe harbor to exhausted healthcare workers, of whom many can't return home for fear of infecting their families. Now, Kim Whitaker, founder of Ubuntu Beds, says infections are expected to increase drastically, causing our hospitals and clinics to become overwhelmed with patients. Whitaker also adds that by offering health workers this kind of accommodation, they won't need to travel long distances home. They'll be able to rest, and this ensure the safety of more South Africans. They already have some 39 healthcare professionals signed up, 20 hospitality sign-ups and 2 donations. And now an item from the world of entertainment. British comedian James Corden, who hosts the hit US talk show The Late Show, has followed suit with his English counterpart Elton John and hosted his own televised special featuring high-profile musicians giving performances from their respective locations in quarantine as well. Now named Home Fest, it featured Billie Eilish, who had also lent her skills the night before to Sir Elton, Dua Lipa, BTS and John Legend, to name a few. Explaining his motive for the special, Corden said, quote, "It's to bring some joy and some music into your home at what is without question one of the strangest and scariest moments in all of our lives." And that's where we leave your 7 o'clock news headlines. Here's a look at the weather with Kuthler.
Thank you so much, Jamie. The time is now 7 minutes past 7. Let's have the first look at what's happening with the weather this morning. But first, as we do every single day, we've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures. Diane van der Berg sent us this incredible pink skyline from Balito, where cloudy conditions are expected with a couple of showers throughout the day and cooler temperatures reaching a maximum of 24 degrees. Thank you so much, Diane, for your sunrise picture. This one comes from Drini Vermaak. She sent us this beautiful sunrise from Scottburg, where mainly cloudy conditions are expected with a passing shower in the afternoon and a strong southwesterly wind reaching a maximum of 24 degrees. You know we absolutely love seeing those sunrise pictures, so please make sure to keep them going, keep them flowing on our social media platforms using the hashtag Expresso Show. Now for the temperatures for the rest of the country, starting off in Polokwane. It's a partly cloudy day in Polokwane with a low of 15 reaching a high of 29. Thunderstorms expected from Bombela at 15 as the minimum temperature reaching a maximum of 28. A partly cloudy day in Pretoria at 14 as the minimum reaching a max of 27. High humidity for Johannesburg at a maximum temperature of 25 and a minimum of 11. Mahikeng 15-27. A couple of showers for Gladstop at 13 reaching a high of 24. Kimberley 14-24. An occasional rain for Bloemfontein at 11 degrees as the minimum temperature reaching a maximum of 24 degrees. Richards Bay 18-24. Thunderstorms expected for Pietermaritzburg at a low of 12 degrees reaching a high of 19. A rainy day in South Africa's playground Durban at temperatures ranging from 20 reaching a high of 24. Heavy rainfall for Mthatha down in the Eastern Cape with a low of 12 degrees reaching a high of 18. In Monti, East London 15-20 are your temperatures for the day. It's going to be a rainy day, so snuggle up. Kraddock 11-21. Port Elizabeth, my hometown, 15-21. A couple of showers for George at 12 degrees reaching a high of 19. And the cooler start to the morning is in Sutherland with a low of 6 degrees. A very cold morning in Sutherland with a high of 19. Southeasterly wind of 20 kilometers an hour in the mother city Cape Town at a minimum of 14 reaching a maximum of 25. Worcester 11-25. 15.5, and Springbok 15.29. And the highest temperature in the country is in Uppington with a maximum temperature of 29 and a low of 16. Now remember, whatever the weather is in your part of the country, please make sure to have yourselves a fantastic Wednesday morning.
And you're off to a fantastic start. Good morning, Taviso Makubela reporting for duty on this beautiful Wednesday. It's a hump day, Rael.
Oh, really?
It's a hump day. We're in the hump. Not that it matters. I'm sure for a lot of people right now, it doesn't really matter. People don't know what day of the week it is. But we are halfway through the week, just to remind you. And it's, of course, time for us to take a look at what's happening in terms of inspiration. Every single morning, we start the day off by getting a quote from someone prolific in society. And, you know, in a time of national crisis, like particularly what we find ourselves today or right now, it helps to take a look at a great leader who has walked the walk and known for showing strength in a time where South Africans need it most. And this great leader this morning is none other than Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
Ah, it is so beautiful. And what he says is, do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. And Tubbs, I can't think of a more relevant quote, especially considering how every day we all need to be a hero, essentially. And every day we need to be consistent in doing our part, either staying at home or assisting on the front lines and banding together, using that unity and the power of Ubuntu, especially to get through this pandemic.
I think this is one very specific and very particular point where we're finding that whatever small good that we do in our own individual little spaces actually has a major impact in the world overall. Because often you feel helpless, you feel like you can't do anything about a situation. But in this particular instance, there is a lot you can do about it. It's about staying at home, it's about keeping safe. And when you do that, you are potentially saving so many lives out there. We can all do it. Do good in your space. That's good. I love it.
Be a hero every day.
I love it. I love it. Be consistent. Of course, you can connect with us as you do good. Show us the little bit of good that you are doing in your space by sharing that with us on our social media. We love to get all of those updates coming through. Hashtag Expresso Show.
Olive Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
It's that beautiful time of the morning, of course. I love it. I can't wait to share some of the incredible messages that I know are going to be coming through in the session. And what a time to be having your birthday. You might not be able to go out and celebrate it with your friends, but hopefully you're at home with your loved ones. But before we wish you happy birthday, let's see which celeb you share your special birthday with.
Yes.
And that is WWE superstar Randy Orton, and he turns 40 years old today. And Orton...
No, Randy Orton.
Okay, oh, yeah! Oh, man, so you know. So obviously he's a professional wrestler, an actor, and a WWE superstar. At the age of 24 years old, he became the youngest world heavyweight champion, and 16 years later is still one of the greatest. But it's this tough guy that also has a soft side to him, and he's a devoted family man. If you check his social media content out, you'll see it's flooded with pictures of him and his wife, Kimberly, and of course he's also got 5 kids, I believe.
Yes.
That's incredible. Wow.
Wow.
So Randy, happy birthday to you, my man. I'm looking forward to many more SmackDowns and a few more RKOs to come.
Oh, Shave, man. He's a gentle giant. Happy birthday to him. But now it's time for us to wish our loyal and loved viewers a very happy birthday. The real celebrities, and that is you. And we have received 2 of those amazing videos that we love seeing. This one is to Chef Pumlani, and it was sent by Usendi Tobela. Let's check it out.
Hey baby, I would like to wish you a happiest birthday, babe. I know we're currently on a lockdown at the moment, so there's like no way you can buy anything, and you're like probably frustrated with the alcohol, I know. But don't worry, I'm here, you'll enjoy it, you'll have the best day of your life, and there'll be many more to come. I love you, baby, enjoy. Mwah.
Oh my gosh, baby, I hope that you received that message and that you are having a fantastic birthday, baby. Unfortunately, it's the lockdown. Therefore, I can't get you a present. I'm pretty sure it's just like, yes! Thank you so much for that video. We love seeing them. We have a second one, and this one was sent by Utembe Kile. Let's check it out.
You guys, aka Nolanga, would like to wish you a blessed and a happy birthday. Enjoy.
Short and sweet and beautiful.
Short and sweet and beautiful. To the point, yeah. No time to waste. You know what he wants. You know, we've got some incredible messages coming through, and the entire family of Layla has to say happy birthday to, sorry, not Layla, Lyra Grace, who turns 3 today. Thanks for always making us laugh. We love you too much. From your mom, dad, big sis, Kylie, Ma, Pa, Ma, Sylvie, Remy, and Naomi. Happy birthday! And then another message is coming through, a very special first birthday to our daughter, Roletse Tekla Machabe. You came into our lives and made a life worth living for. Thank you so much for the happiness in our union and for being a constant reminder that through God, everything is possible. Love your mom and dad. I think
That is so
beautiful.
precious. It's so beautiful, and she's absolutely adorable. A little princess. Now this one says, happy birthday, brother. To the world, you are just an ordinary person, but to me, you are God's greatest creation. Thank you for being such a wonderful brother to me. May God bless you every second of your precious life. I love you so much. Now this one goes out to Luke. Happy birthday, Luke. It sounds like you have a very loving sibling. This one goes to Tandega. Happy birthday to the special person, my cousin Tandega. May you be blessed abundantly. I have many more years to come. Enjoy your day. I love you.
Love it. And to my beautiful partner, mother of our children, and my motivator, Lindiwe Mangolisa Zweni, I wish you all the best, my love. From your man, Lungisa.
Today.
I'm loving the love here. It's incredible. Another one, happy birthday to you, my little brother. Wishing you all the godly blessings. Your big sister loves you so, so much.
We love those beautiful, beautiful birthday messages. We wish all those celebrating their birthday today a very happy birthday. Share how much you love and you celebrate your loved ones by simply posting those videos that we love to 071-640-6551, or simply email your wishes to birthdays@cardova.tv. It is the 1st of April. If you are celebrating your birthday, from us, the Expresso family, to you, a wonderful birthday.
Happy birthday. Well, if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. But maybe here's a recipe you can try out at home while celebrating. French crepes with lemon and cinnamon sugar. You have to say it with that French twist, okay? It's also a great way to keep the kids entertained and out of mischief. But Chef Clem is here to show us how it's done. But first of all, I want to ask you this, because I feel like sometimes a lot of people get confused. They're like, what is the difference between pancakes and crepes?
Well, the thing is, we essentially call a crepe, a pancake in South Africa. In America, a pancake is kind of like the flapjack type looking thing. So essentially what we call, like I said, these are our crepes. Yeah. You know how things just get mixed up wherever in the world you are.
No,
but yeah, we're making crepes. And mostly when you go to carnivals, whatever, we make crepes. We just call them pancakes.
Pancakes.
Buttercooks.
I will say, though, that I actually had a good experience of a real crepe in France. It was so good. So, like, the expectation is quite high. I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, Chef Clem, like, you got it. Do you have any confessions before we get into the recipe? Because I know you always have
Kitchen confession.
Kitchen confessions.
We're talking about being healthy and, like, snacking correctly. But this is, for my fiance and I, it's our one guilty pleasure at midnight.
At midnight?
Yeah, it's just the two of us, and when we get a craving, I'm like, okay, cool, the easiest thing to make is a pancake.
Easy peasy.
So we sat in the kitchen there like at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning making pancakes.
Listen, well, let's get into that recipe.
I think it's absolutely amazing.
Show us how you snack on this.
Okay.
Well, on Friday is my day where I'm going sugar, so
Okay.
I'll maybe try one of
You're gonna try it Friday. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some eggs, always free range, and we're gonna just give it a good little scramble. That's gonna stay on the sides along. The secret's all about the batter. If you get the batter right, you're winning. The good thing about the batter, it also lasts for about a week in the fridge. So make it now, and the kids will have like pancakes throughout the week. But just portion, give them like, 1 year, 1 there.
Okay, got it.
But it means you don't have to remake the batter every single time. So plain flour, to that, salt. You add salt to any time you bake. It's not going to be salty, it just seasons your batter. So salt goes in just like that. And then we're going to do scramble our eggs again, milk going in.
Into the eggs, okay, got it.
There we go. And my secret also is to use malted butter.
Share that secret. Malted butter.
Malted butter. It gives you that beautiful kind of lace. If you look at a pancake, you see like a bit of a lace in there, that caramelized, the brown against that like creamy color. That's the butter that's actually malted, that's in there. So it also helps your pancake not stick. But now watch me say that, and the pancake's gonna stick on live. No, guys.
It's not going to. We rebuke that.
Rebuke it?
Rebuke it. Pour in that melted butter. No pressure, but the keyword is Woolworths to 34133. Remember, all SMSs cost 50 cents. No free SMS applied to get your hands on Chef Clem's French crepes with lemon and cinnamon sugar. I don't know why, but I feel like whenever I have to say something that's from a certain country, I have to put on the accent for that. Yeah, so.
Absolutely. I agree.
Your French accent while you...
My name is actually French, Clément.
Clément, Pedro.
Clément.
Clément.
Well, yeah. How cool. Okay, so, no, I can't be learning more languages, guys. I can't. Okay, so what I like doing is I like having a nice thin, like, work with a thick batter first, and then make it thicker, make it thinner afterwards. So start with the thick. This is the thick pancake batter right now.
Got it.
And I've added the dry to the wet, mix it through, and I've got no lumps. I actually find that adding the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and mixing gives you like a lump-free batter. I think it goes against the science of what they teach you about batters, but it's worked for me every single time. Cool. So nice and thick, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to make it a little thin. And
can I ask you something? Yes. Because you were speaking about the batter then being in the fridge. How long can you keep a batter? Like, for how long would you say to keep it in the fridge?
I keep it for a week in the fridge, but the container I have is like an old school glass milk jug with a lid. So it's airtight, it's super sealed. It's got a little spout on the end as well. So literally, I just, like this one, got a little spout, so I just pour.
With the top on?
Which makes your life so easy. So yeah, a week, absolutely.
A week. Got it.
And then this batter is done. You can start frying it up immediately. I like making the batter like a few minutes before, or even like if you can do the best thing, the day before. Maybe you add flour in, then you want to give your flour a chance to hydrate again. You'll notice the difference completely, but if you only have like 15 minutes, that's fine. Let the batter sit though. Okay, cool. Moment of truth.
That's midnight snack, that's when you have time, so.
You know? And also pancakes are kind of like a blank canvas for like other flavors. So if you like a lot of fresh fruit, wrap it up in there. One thing I do is I'd make like a savory mince.
I was just gonna say now, I like a good savory crepe as well. It's like...
And then what I do is, okay, now we gotta do the swirl.
No pressure, no pressure.
Okay, you can see I'm trying to make sure I get all those little spots. I don't wanna make it too thick because I want it to cook quickly. Okay, that'll happen. So yeah, I take savory mince, make savory mince, I wrap it up in the pancake, some mozzarella over there, some cheddar. It's like a pancake, and you gotta say it like an accent, enchilada.
Enchilada, halalada.
There we go. Turn up that heat a little bit, just like that. Cool. So These are really great. The pancake batter is the easiest thing in the world to make. What I also like is my cheat. I actually buy the frozen pancakes from Woolworths as well. And they're great. You pop those in the microwave and you like aim
Bob's
for
your
away
uncle.
in like record time.
Yeah, if you don't have time, like you said, you do want a snack on this, then boom, pop it in, and then you're just like, hi, fiance.
Hi, fiance.
I just made pancakes
Exactly.
in like a few minutes. So this will take how long to get that golden brown, depending.
Yeah, so what you're looking for is your ends to kind of brown first, and then you know it's time to flip. I just turned the heat up now. It should take about 45 seconds to a minute. In the time that that's happening, we're gonna make our cinnamon sugar, which is just ground cinnamon and sugar. There's no science about that. If you like an intense cinnamon flavor, add more cinnamon, and it's totally up to your palate. Like
What's
how much
your-
you like. Would you like a lot?
Not
Not
too
that,
much.
so that's enough.
That is perfect. for me.
Okay.
I feel like that would be just that.
And then all you gotta do is just mix it up. And again, this is also like an ingredient, like, I swear, like my mom's got a jar of cinnamon sugar, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same jar she just kept on topping up from since I was like 3. But it's amazing, that's awesome. So yeah, so cinnamon sugar just stays in your cupboard forever. It won't go off, and it works every single time. Just like that.
Love it.
Just, ooh, you see I got talking?
Ooh,
So-
do not burn. Remember,
Okay, so what you're gonna do now is just give it a nice, okay. That's a beautiful pancake.
That is beautiful.
You know they say your first pancake, okay, then I did it, I broke it. They say your first pancake is always a flop. Not for us, guys.
Not for us, everybody.
That's a beautiful, beautiful pancake. So that's done, essentially. As soon as you turn it over, 10 seconds, and you're done. A little bit of lemon juice, sprinkle over your cinnamon sugar. Snacky snack, everyone's happy.
Everyone's happy. I'm certainly happy. Tasty, classic. You can just keep it like it is. It wants you to ask for more. Now remember, if you want more lockdown recipe inspiration, then make sure you go to taste.co.za. That keyword once again is Woolworths to 34133. SMS. It costs 50 cents to get your hands on this recipe. Chef Clem, it looks like I'm not going to France anymore. I'm not going back to France now that we're on lockdown. I'm staying here because Chef Clem showed me how to make that crepe.
The best one.
Bonjour.
That looks absolutely yum. Now, on to more yum things in the spirit of Easter and to lift your spirits a little bit at home during these very difficult times. We're giving away 2 lucky hampers. We're giving 2 lucky viewers the chance to win a fantastic lint hamper to the value of 1,000 Rand each. Now, here's how it's going to work. We're going to be hiding this lint gold Easter bunny, this big one over there somewhere in our studio today. And when you spot the bunny, what you need to do is reply on the competition post on our Facebook or Twitter pages, Expresso Morning Show SABC3 on Facebook and at Expresso Show on Twitter, and let us know where you saw the gold Easter bunny. I think it's a wonderful way to start the day. What a wonderful way to start the day. So go out there and enter this competition. Of course, T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and the competition will end at midnight today. I'm going to grab the big Easter bunny, this one. I'm going to grab it right now because I'm going to go hide it. And what you need to do is when you see it throughout the show, go onto the Facebook or Twitter page, comment with where you spotted it, and who knows, you might be winning one of these 2 hampers valued at 1,000 Rand from Lint. Good luck.
Only you can make my day.
Hello, my extended fam. Excuse the nakedness, but I'm just getting in a little bit of skin-on-skin bonding time. So that's 3.69 kilograms of
It's my
Welcome back, all you beautiful people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on SABC3. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day to everybody. Now, as you know, on Expresso Morning Show, we truly are a family, and any major event that happens to any one of us happens to all of us. Now, since our very own Graham Richards and his fiancée, Lindsay, announced that they were expecting baby number 2, we've been waiting in anticipation for her arrival and feeling hopeful for a very smooth birthing process amidst the current coronavirus crisis, right?
Absolutely. Now, we are happy to announce that yesterday, Graham and Lindsay welcomed their new baby girl, Georgia. Yes! Now the man is beside himself with so much excitement, and he couldn't wait to tell us all about it.
Hello, my extended fam. Excuse the nakedness, but I'm just getting in a little bit of skin-on-skin bonding time. So this 3.69 kilograms of joy and love has made it into the world. Her name is Georgia, and she's absolutely gorgeous and just about as perfect as she could be. Mom is doing so well, having a bit of a rest now. She was an absolute hero through the entire process, but no complications. Everything's gone extremely well, so feeling really lucky and blessed right now. Oh man, she's absolutely beautiful. She's so cute and so sweet, and I have a feeling that she is going to grow up to be a really strong world, if she's anything like her mom, but a strong and empowered young woman, maybe because she's been born in such weird and trying times. And I really do feel like I've been blessed, despite all the craziness that's going on in the world around us. I've got to say, coming into a hospital, getting a sense of just how important healthcare workers and those working in essential services, how important their job is and how much they are risking to look after the rest of us. Sending out a lot of love and gratitude to everyone who is working in essential services. It just really does reinforce the need for all of us to stay home if we can. Can't wait to get this little one back into our self-isolation bubble, let her meet her little brother, and to get to a point where the rest of the family can meet her. It's heartbreaking that none of Lindsay's family could travel at the moment to come and meet her, and that my family's all dispersed across the land, but that's the reality that everyone's having to deal with, so we're not alone.
Papa G,
My
you're hitting the
heart
feels.
just
You almost
melted.
cried.
I almost cried because you can genuinely see that he's in that moment and he's so invested and he's so present, and the pure love that you can't really explain to someone else, you can just see it in his eyes and how he's looking at baby Georgia. Congratulations.
Oh, man, we love you so much. And he's continuing to share the love overflowing from his huge heart, which we love him, and to remind us to hold our loved ones a little closer amidst these uncertain times. Let's see what he has to say about this.
Hopefully that's inspired you guys a little bit, brought you a little bit of faith during these dark times. But the most important thing is that we just try to keep perspective. We treat each other as kindly as we possibly can. We look after ourselves and our absolutely beautiful and amazing little children. So I hope you guys are surviving in studio. Really wish I could be there with you guys, but I'm obviously going to have to be off and in isolation for a little while longer. But well done to you, the team, for keeping the ship going, for continuing to educate and entertain people. I know a lot of people really need that connection right now. So I'll be sending lots of video updates. This little one making her way in the world, and I'll be connecting as much as I possibly can. Thank you to everyone who sent through such beautiful messages. We're feeling really loved right now. Once again, I say thank you to everyone working in the hospitals and in essential services, to our police, to the army, and to everyone who is helping to flatten the curve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed with love and gratitude, so hopefully I can spread some of that in the world around us, but just stay close to the people that you love. Just try to do a little bit more for everyone around you, and most importantly, look after the precious little gems in your life. So I'm going to continue stealing a bit more skin on skin quality time while Mama Bear has the rest, but I'll see you guys soon. Love you.
I am definitely
Papa
inspired
G.
to have a little kuhle roaming around. Thank you so much, Gino. I'm kidding. We wish you good luck, and we're sending all our love from the Expresso family, and we can't wait to see you soon. All love for you, Lindsay, baby Jack, and little Georgia. All love, G. Love you.
All of the love and all of the joy. Congratulations, Georgia. I mean, congratulations to Graham and Lindsay, but welcome, Georgia, a baby in our family. And of course, as we step into day 6 of lockdown, I'm sure you can see I'm in the kitchen. And I'm sure you are also really, really tired of eating the same breakfast every morning, because it really does get really tiring. So it's time for us to explore something new, a breakfast bati. Yep, if you're wondering what that is, it is a very popular British bacon and egg sarnie. And we're starting our day fresh with new laid and our version of the ultimate breakfast bati filled with a crispy fried egg. Yes, ma'am. Crispy bacon, caramelized onion, and ripe apple, all squeezed into a bread roll, just rolled out nicely and just laid nicely. I'm already eating it before I eat it. And the beauty of this breakfast bati is really all in the egg, and you'll soon find out why, because Anel Potgieter is Andy Kombuis.
Hi, Topsy. How are you today?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Well, you know what? I'm doing better than you, I think. Just looking at all of the different ingredients you've got laid out on the counter here.
Yeah.
We're making a breakfast bati. This is the first time I've heard of it. And I'm looking at all the things that are going into it. And
Yeah.
you've got my full attention.
I know, you know, the British bati is like a British type of thing.
Yeah.
And it's normally with savory stuff, as you mentioned in your intro. It's like bacon, and then the egg is the hero.
Yes, you can see.
Remember, the egg is the hero of this dish. And we're working with new lake eggs today. So I'm going to first fry the egg.
Okay.
And I want to teach you how to do a perfectly crispy fried egg.
Well, I know that that's how your husband likes it. And I
Ricky,
think
baby.
one similarity between your husband and me is that we both like our eggs crispy in that way. How do you do it? I always get it wrong.
Okay, so first of all, I try and use a non-stick pan.
Okay.
A non-stick pan, that's what I try and do.
Okay.
Then the heat must be medium to high. You don't want it too slow, the heat, medium to high.
Can I stop you there? So what happens in the case where, like me, you haven't got a non-stick pan? What do you do? Is there something you can layer over there?
Yes, yes, you can. You can use a non-stick pan, but just add a little bit more oil,
So
a
a
little
stick
bit
pan,
more
yeah.
butter, so it doesn't stick
cool.
to the bottom.
Okay, I see. All right.
So you heat up. I just want to put this a bit higher. You heat some butter in a pan and put enough butter in to cover the whole bottom of the pan. Don't be shy. Don't be shy on the butter.
I'm not being shy with this hand sanitizer either.
Yeah, I cleaned mine just before we started.
You wash your hands every 3 minutes, practically. Okay, cool. So now you've got your butter in there, okay?
And now we've got these wonderful free-range eggs. And you know that eggs are like the powerhouse of food. It's packed with protein and nutrients. It is just like the best. You can eat 1 egg a day, and you've got about a third of your protein in for the day. So it's a brilliant protein.
This is true. And the other thing that I like about eggs, being someone who doesn't know how to cook anything else, eggs are my go-to. Eggs are the only thing I know how to make. I can't make anything else. So that's fantastic. They also save my life too.
Yeah. So you just crack it any way you like and put it in the pan, and you can already hear the sizzling. Can you hear the sizzle?
I can hear the sizzle, yes, and I can see it
sizzle.
too. It's coming along nicely. I can see
it's
that.
coming along nicely, And then the egg needs to be at room temperature as well. It will just cook better. It will cook more evenly, and it will set easier.
Okay.
So what you try and do now is you take this butter and you just wiggle your pan to make sure that the sides get all crispy and yummy.
You want to give it that full coverage. And of course, if you want to get your hands on this recipe we're making this morning, yummer, yummer. SMS the keyword egg to 33728. That's egg to 33728. In fact, no. Our number's changed. What am I saying? I am misleading you. The number is 34133. 34133. Each SMS will cost you 50 cents only. 34133. SMS that keyword egg. How's it coming along?
Perfect. So while that is going, we're going to keep that going. We're going to put our bati together. Always beautiful fresh buns. Get the fresh ones. And now that you're at home, bake your own. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put some bacon on first, some crispy bacon.
Nice.
We all love a bit of bacon.
We all love a lot of bacon.
I know. And then we're going to add some avo for that creaminess that you want on your bati.
Yes. Love it.
I'm going to season it as well with a bit of salt and pepper. Do you hear that egg?
Yes, I can hear it. This is definitely one way to present someone with a really beautiful looking breakfast without having to put in all of that work, because the egg does the work for you pretty much, really.
And we've got some caramelized onions that we caramelized earlier
They look
on.
amazing.
And that is that sweet, sweet flavor that you're going to get in the butty with the egg.
Love it. Okay, well, we're making use of new laid eggs this morning, because did you know that one large egg has been filled with 13 essential vitamins and minerals by nature? That's just what one egg comes with. New laid eggs are collected daily to ensure maximum freshness. They are then have to go through very stringent quality control checks, making them the best. Of course, that's before they make it to your table, which means that they are the egg that you need to be going for and searching for when you do go out there shopping for your essentials in store or even outside the lockdown period. They're fantastic.
And I'm so really supporting their free-range eggs because the hens walk around, you know. So
nice.
I really like their free range.
Yeah.
And all the eggs are from South Africa as well.
Oh, fantastic.
What
Even
does that look
better.
like?
Even better. That looks amazing.
Look
wow.
at this, and always season a little bit with salt.
Get it in there.
A little bit with pepper.
Stunning. Okay, well, these are definitely endorsed by Anel Potgieter, so something must be absolutely amazing about them. Your new laid eggs, go get them. But in the meantime, SMS that keyword egg to 34133. That's 34133. Each SMS will cost you 50 cents. We'll send you an SMS with a link to the recipe and all the ingredients in there. Thank you so much, Anel Potgieter. I can't wait to tuck in.
I think we must have like a competition on the show.
Okay.
Who can fry the best crispy egg?
Another
Between
time.
you and
Another
Kuke.
time.
Yes.
Kuke wants to take me on. I've already learned, so we'll do it another time. I'm going to grab this in the meantime. 34133 is the number to send egg to. Cheers.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, enter now, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes and the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win.
Also catch the new season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC3 from the 3rd of March.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
In times like these, it's good to remind yourself that you're not stuck at home, but you're actually safe at home, protecting yourself, loved ones, and others from COVID-19. However, you may be frustrated about being indoors. And while this past weekend, veteran South African singer, songwriter Art Matthews decided to entertain his neighborhood in Hout Bay here in the Western Cape, and he streamed the whole thing online. So let's have a look and see what it is all about.
In a word, perfect. All the years within, she falls asleep. Through all the noise, for all I know.
Man, well, Well, listen, they, without a doubt, have #GotGame with this one. I mean, it sent chills all the way across South Africans, overseas and around the country as well. It brought a tear to my eyes, my face as well. So we had to get the man himself on the line to discuss how he brought his A game to so many people during this very interesting time of lockdown. Ard, good morning. What inspired you to do a rooftop concert for your neighborhood during lockdown, man?
Good morning, man. Well, I just woke up on Saturday and I had a very rare brainwave and said, I was like, hang on, you got a roof and it's a perfectly windless day. Why don't you get up there, get your speakers up there and crank them as loud as you can and just jam and just, you know, either cheer the neighborhood up or annoy the ones or annoy the people who don't like your music. But either way, get up there and do it, you know.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
That's incredible. And what do you think of the response? I mean, did you imagine that everybody would actually be watching? And what did you think of the response that they actually gave once you performed?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, what a terrible pun time to say that there's been my first ever viral video, but this just is crazy because that's I got clips back from all around the world from people that I haven't heard from, you know, for so long, like just sending that little clip. So the reach was incredible, and it was, you know, it was spur of the moment, and it was fun. I am planning another one. It's one of those things, like, I don't know if it'll ever be as cool as the original one. And who knows, it might be shut down, it might get shot with a pea shooter from a neighbor who perhaps doesn't want to do it again. But I am doing another one. I'm doing another one on Friday. I've got the event up live on my Facebook page. And it's incredible. You must see the donations that have come in already. The event's not even live yet, and people have just been pouring in. We've raised like over $5,000 already. And so we're doing another one on Friday, and that's just the least that I can do from our place. I'm going to be giving 75% of the proceeds away to people, and I've got them nominating on my page to the most, like, the causes that they believe are the most important online. And I guess that's the least I can do from here, you know.
Ard, you say that this is the least you can do, but I certainly think from my end, this is the most you can do, because the impact of this and how you're able to make people feel across the world just watching this is far-reaching, and it really does warm my heart. I mean, I already loved you so much, and now I can say I am completely obsessed with it, okay? So someone else who's obsessed with you went onto social media to say, so touching in these testing times, you are a legend. But that's not all. Your neighbor, Nkosi Scott, also posted onto social media. In fact, this is what Nkosi Scott posted. Let's take a look.
And where she lies, yeah, man,
you can't see it.
There is no sound. Oh, for all I know, you know I'm feeling it more and more. We dream the same. Sometimes she comes undone, but she finds all my weakness.
Absolutely incredible. It's amazing how your music is clearly bringing so many people together, so many South Africans, especially during this lockdown. It's incredible. What are your tips, though, during this lockdown for everybody else out there, and to show them that they've got game during this period?
I mean, you know what, the coolest thing is it's just showing us so much about humanity just in itself. You know, it's a forced time to reflect. I know that sounds so cheesy, and I know probably a lot of people have said that, but it is. Now's the time to get everything done that you've always sworn that you would do. So, you know, you have to look at it as a gift and as a blessing and what you can do, because I think the human spirit is going to prevail. We're going to learn so much. We're going to improve. Can you imagine the next time we all get to hang out with our homies? Can you imagine when we're allowed to hug them again, and when we're allowed to do all these kinds of things that we're just all of a sudden being ripped away? So, Lucian, don't pause your video. Careful, bro.
We've got you. We've got you.
So that's it, man. It's just I think it's going to be a very big lesson for all of us, and I think we're going to come out learning a lot about the human spirit and about love.
Ardman, you know what? We can't thank you enough. You say that this is a gift, and you are right. This is the gift. You are a gift that keeps on giving, and we hope that you and the family keep safe. I mean, I think this is one of the very few times neighbors around the neighborhood are happy to have a band member around, because usually it can get a little bit chaotic. So thank you so much for that. Keep spreading all of that love and positivity. And this is absolutely just one amazing way of how South Africans #got game. We've got game, and we can show that we've got game while staying safe at our homes. And we encourage you now, right now, to show us how you got game by posting a picture or a video of yourself with the #GotGame. And tag in game stores as well. Tag them on Twitter, tag them on Instagram, on the comment, as well as on the Facebook page. You stand a chance of winning yourself a 10,000 Rand game voucher. T's and C's can be found where?
On Expresso.com, and the competition runs from today all the way through to the 30th of April, Tubbs.
That's right, ExpressoShow.com.
ExpressoShow.com. So obviously, Game has got you during the 21-day lockdown, offering a safe, reliable and healthy shopping experience to buy your essential items online or in store. And these essential items include groceries, food, household cleaning items and hand sanitizers, toiletries, pet and baby products, and all under the lockdown price freeze promise. So no increased prices on essential items during the 21-day lockdown period.
Wow.
That's really cool.
That's so cool.
Really
So the prices stay the same. They're not inflating them, guys. This is good. They've got game. Remember, selected game stores will also be open for paying out social grants till the 3rd of April. You can go onto game.co.za to see where your closest store is. Go to a selected game store that is safe, clean and ready to welcome you, and all of them are. They're open between 9 o'clock in the morning and 5 p.m. this week.
Yeah, so go on and show us that you've got game with posting a picture or a video of yourself with #GotGame on Twitter, Instagram, or any of your other socials, and comment on the Facebook post as well. And you could obviously win that 10,000 Rand game voucher. Anyway, guys.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you for choosing to start off your morning with us right here. Now, this week we have been sharing some great lockdown kitchen tips to get you through these tough times. And if you have a big family, then cooking in bulk is a great way to save, and utilizing your freezer to its full potential is absolutely crucial. We started on this yesterday, Chef Clem, but he's definitely here to give us more guidance on the 5 freezer commandments.
Right.
Let's take it from the top.
It was crazy. Literally from the time our segment ended yesterday,
yes,
I started getting Instagram DMs, Facebook DMs, messages like crazy. So like you said this, can you explain it again? What do you mean? What about this? So what we're actually going to do today is we're going to redo the 5 commandments. Okay. But first I'm going to go into detail with some other ingredients, how to actually freeze them. All right. Then at the end of the show, we're going live on Facebook. We're going to be answering all our viewers' questions that they have on freezer items. Yes. Or questions in general. Because apparently South Africans want to know right now what's
like
going
how
on.
to save, because there's no time to waste any food products. So these are essential tips that we need to know. So make sure to log on to our Facebook Live later on after the show. Now, Chef Clem, what are we starting with?
Right, so I'm going to go through all these ingredients, and at the end of it, I'm going to test you on those 5 kitchen commandments. Do you remember them?
Yes, let's remind me.
You can call a friend, and the friend is right here.
I'll call all of them.
Okay, let's start with some specific ingredients. Let's start with meat first, because that's one of the biggest question I got yesterday. What about my meats? How do I actually freeze them correctly to last long? And if you freeze it correctly, you can have them last 6 months to a year in your freezer.
What?
Right, absolutely, but it's a preparation before it goes into the freezer that counts. So when you buy your meat, a lot of it comes vacuum packed like this already, which is a saving grace. Vacuum packed meats freeze really well because it's removed all the air. Air is your enemy when it comes to freezing.
So
not for us, we need the air.
So for example, if I'm buying chicken but it's covered in that plastic wrap,
I got the solution for you.
Please.
Okay, so what I do is I take it out the plastic wrap, and I normally buy the Willys 12-pack portion, and then I divide it into the portions that I want. So I normally take it into packs of 6. Then this is the large freezer bag. You can see over here, we've got the medium and we've got the small.
Yes.
So I'll portion it in here, I'll write the date on there, what it is, you know, put the meat in the bottom, and I kind of squeeze out as much air as I can, and then seal the zip on the top. That's a good job, that's fine. You don't need to stress about getting a vacuum pack machine. If you have a vacuum pack machine, surprisingly people do. I'm like, where did you get that from? I don't have one. So use your vacuum pack machine and use that. It will literally last, like I said, from 6 months to like even longer.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Like, I never knew that meat could last that long.
Absolutely. These are golden. These are golden. These are great. So get these, please label what it is that you're putting in there. Because some things in the freezer can kind of be like, you know, they all look the same after a while. You'd be like, what's this?
Is this chicken? Is it mince?
Exactly. So use your label marker and label what's in there. Cool. That's your meat story. And again, very important yesterday, when you thaw your meat out, thaw it out completely. Cameraman Pete came to me this morning. He said he made a chicken curry last night, and he made sure his chicken was thawed out to the bone.
To the T.
Exactly, and there's a reason for that. Bacteria, undercooking your meat. Sometimes you don't want to do that. Salmonella, all those type of things. You don't want that, right?
And also one thing that you said yesterday with meat is that once you've thawed it out, you have to cook it fully and eat it.
We
so
don't
restore.
Yes, we don't double dip and we don't double thaw.
Yes,
yes, you've been paying attention.
Yay.
Okay, while we're actually on the freezer bag, I'm gonna give you one quick hack on the freezer bag. So I kept my ice cream out here because obviously you can freeze ice cream.
Yes.
But if you want to make your ice cream last longer in the freezer, use a big freezer bag. You know you get those ice crystals on the top?
Yes.
And that just happens when you've frozen your ice cream for a little too long. If you actually put your whole ice cream tub in the whole container, inside a large freezer bag, seal it up and freeze it, you won't get the ice crystals in your ice cream. It'll be smooth and creamy and soft like you bought it yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Okay, guys, I'm here all week. I'm here all week.
That's going to be helpful, okay?
It's a game changer.
Wow,
it's a game changer.
Yes.
Okay. Right here, I've got some beautiful stock that Nicole made for us. It's a beef Herbie stock.
Okay.
Stock, you normally make it a big batch, right? So you want to kind of preserve it for as long as you can. So I divide it into like liters, and again, into a freezer bag, and I write exactly what it is in there, and then I seal it up and put it into the freezer. Don't freeze a large batch of stock. You're gonna have to, every time you have to use it, you have to thaw out the whole lot.
That's true.
You're gonna waste it. It's gonna go off.
So it's better to use the smaller packets.
It is. And again, just label it on there, beef stock in the freezer, and the date, boom, and you're done. Very important with stock. Same goes for soups. Soups and stocks, that's exactly what you do.
I never knew you could even store soup. And
That's why I'm here.
That's exactly why we're here, and I'm taking mental notes.
Okay.
I'm seeing an ice tray.
An ice tray. Let's talk about the ice tray, because when it comes to herbs and your soft, like herbs specifically, they go off very quickly because it's a leaf, you know, and as soon as you cut it, it starts wilting. Herbs, all you have to do is chop up, fill your ice cube tray with the herbs, then take a little bit of water, add that to that, or like I used to use olive oil, and then you freeze it. What'll happen is oil always takes on flavor. So if you're freezing your herbs with your oil, you're infusing that herb flavor into your oil. It's gonna last in your freezer for, make it now and use it like next year. It won't go off.
What?
And then every time you're busy making a stew or a soup, you pop out one of those little herby ice cube things into your stew.
Voila!
Voila!
Mind blown.
Okay.
This is a life changer. I love it.
Next one, we just made these pancakes.
Yeah.
All right? So if you make like a large batch of pancakes, what you have to do is just like let them cool out on the counter. Once it's cool, pop them in a big Ziploc bag in the freezer.
No.
Done.
Not pancakes.
Pancakes.
What?
Yes, and then you take them out, let them come to room temperature. You can pop it in the microwave if you want. It'll come to temperature like in a minute or so. It's crazy. It's insane.
Do they not like become soggy after you defrost them?
No, it keeps thick. And again, these Ziploc bags, these zip tie bags are your best friend when it comes to the freezer. That and your Tupperware. But yes, pancakes in the bag, freezer, you're done. Same goes for things like quiches, okay? Ours is already frozen because we bought it ahead of time. Again, as you buy it, it's already chilled. Pop it into the freezer. I was gonna say when you get guests, no one's getting guests right now. But we're at home when you need a quick lunch because you're working from home. Take your quiche out in the morning, pop it in the oven a little later just to warm through. These are best served at room temperature. That's all it is. And it lasts again in your freezer for months.
Wow.
All right, what haven't we done? We spoke about that. Okay, things you should not.
Yes, that's very important.
Tomatoes. Okay, so what do you do with it? So you slice them in half, pop them in an oven at about 120, and you dry your tomatoes out. This was a big question.
In the oven?
In the oven. Someone asked me yesterday, but what do I do with my tomatoes now, because I've got so many? Because we spoke about it yesterday.
Yes.
The solution, dry them out in the oven, put them in a jar, olive oil, bit of garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, oven-dried tomatoes, and they last as well.
In the freezer.
No, you can pop it in the freezer. Actually, yes, you can put it in the freezer. It'll dry out and last in the freezer forever. Or just keep it in the jar of oil on your counter, in your food. Yeah.
Chef Clem!
Woo, it's a lot.
I love it.
It's a lot,
but it's actually very simple if you think about it. And it's at most vital importance for us to actually start saving now, especially during these lockdown periods. You are still here on our Facebook Live after the break.
Exactly.
So please make sure to keep those questions going and flowing, and he's going to be here to answer all of them. Once again, thank you so much for these essential tips. So make sure, if you want all of these tips, make sure to head on over to taste.co.za.
And my cell phone number is 08. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Are you single?
Yes, I'm engaged. Lady, I'm just joking. Make it at home.
You can't get his number, everybody. Right now, though, it's time for us to head back into those important news headlines with Uncle Tabsy. Wow.
Thank you very much, team. It's just before 8 o'clock. Time for us to take a look at your news here on Expresso. We start off here in South Africa, where we have been told that car and driver's licenses will not expire during South Africa's national lockdown under new transport rules that have come into force. In terms of disaster regulations issued by Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula, such licenses will remain valid until the COVID-19 measures of keeping licensing offices closed are obviously done, and citizens obviously are not able to renew their paperwork at the moment. Once the lockdown ends, there will be another 30-day grace period. Now, the extension is also valid for learners' licenses, temporary permits, professional driving permits, and roadworthy certificates. A fifth person has died of the coronavirus in South Africa. Now, this was confirmed by Health Minister Zweli Mkhize at a media briefing in Durban. The number of confirmed cases now stands at 1,353, up from 1,326 on Monday. The identity of the third person has been released. He was 85-year-old Pastor John Hlangeni, who attended the same church gathering as the leader of the ACDP, Reverend Kenneth Mishwe, and the party's chief whip Steve Swart, as well as evangelist Angus Burhan. They all tested positive after the meeting. In international headlines, more than 1,000 elephants face starvation in Thailand because of the coronavirus crisis that has slashed revenue from tourism. Conservationists have said this. An almost total absence of visitors means that many caretakers are struggling to afford food for Thailand's 4,000 captive elephants. The animals can eat up to 200 kilos of food a day. And Lek Shailet, founder of the Save an Elephant Foundation, said if there was no support forthcoming to keep them safe, these elephants, some of whom are pregnant, will either starve to death or maybe put on the streets to beg. Botswana's President Mokgweetsi Masisi has declared a state of emergency and ordered the country to go into lockdown from tomorrow. This comes as Botswana has reported 3 cases, confirmed ones, of the novel coronavirus. Masisi said that a threat to Botswana has escalated as neighboring countries continue to report increasing cases of COVID-19. He said he is concerned by the low rate of testing in the country, especially after the influx of his citizens returning from high-risk countries, which have now imposed lockdowns. And now, how Senegal's graffiti artists take a stand against the virus. The mural, which stretches over 10 meters of wall in Senegal's seaside capital of Dakar, shows a giant pair of hands reaching out for sanitizer. It is the work of RBS Crew, a collective of graffiti artists who have offered up their spray cans for the cause of public health. RBS Crew's goal is making messages ring out like blasts of gunfire. Messages such as "Together Against COVID-19," says Monsieur Fall, 33-year-old head of the collective. As Senegalese, we have a duty to raise awareness, especially as the majority of the population is illiterate, and as artists, we can communicate through visuals. He feels that it is of major importance to head off false information such as online rumor in Senegal that only white people can catch the disease. And now, taking a glimpse into the world of entertainment, while Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle completed their last official duty on the 9th of March. As of yesterday, they have officially stepped away from their roles as senior members of the royal family. Along with their titles and royal branding, they have relinquished relinquished their Sussex Royal Instagram account, which will remain active but no longer under their personal use. They used their last post to thank their supporters, to give hope in the face of the coronavirus, and to assert that while they are using the royal platform, their hard work will continue. And that's where we leave it for now. And here is Kuhle with a final look at the weather.
Thank you so much, Uncle Tabzi, for those news headlines. Indeed, it is the final look at the weather. We've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures throughout the course of the morning. Pat Sankel sent us this amazing orange skyline from Durban, where mainly conditions are expected with occasional sunshine in the afternoon and some heavy showers towards the end of the day, reaching a maximum of 24 degrees. Thank you so much, Pat. Sean Skuman sent us the spectacular sunrise from St. Helena Bay, where plenty of sunshine can be expected with clear skies and a light southeasterly breeze, reaching a maximum of 20 degrees. Thank you so much for your sunrise pictures. Now you know, keep them going, keep them flowing on our social media platforms using the hashtag Expresso Show. Now for the temperatures for the rest of the country, starting off at Polokwane with a low of 15, reaching a high of 29. Thunderstorms expected for Mbombela at 15, reaching a high of 28. Pretoria 14, 27, and high humidity for Johannesburg at a high of 25, reaching a low of 11. Mahikeng, it's a partly cloudy day with a minimum temperature of 15, reaching a maximum of 27. A couple of showers for Klerksdorp at temperatures ranging from 13, reaching a high of 24. Kimberley 14, 24, and occasional rain for Bloemfontein at a low of 11, reaching a high of 24. Richards Bay 18, 24. Thunderstorms expected for Pietermaritzburg at a low of 12, reaching a high of 19. Durban 20, 24, and heavy rainfall for Mthatha with a minimum of 12 degrees, reaching a maximum of 18. A rainy day in East London at a low of 15, reaching a high of 20. Cradock, it's a cloudy day at a minimum temperature of 11, reaching a maximum of 21. Port Elizabeth 15 as your minimum, reaching a maximum of 21. A couple of showers for George at a low of 12 degrees, reaching a high of 19. And the coolest start to the morning is in Sutherland at 6 degrees, reaching a high of 19. So you better make sure you are snuggled up. Southeasterly wind of 20 kilometers an hour in Cape Town at a low of 14, reaching a high of 25. Worcester 11, 25. Springbok, it's a sunny day in your part of the country at 15, reaching a high of 29. And the highest temperature in the country goes to Uppington with a maximum temperature of 29 and a low of 16. Now, once again, whatever part of the country you're in and whatever the weather may be, make sure to have yourselves a fantastic Wednesday morning.
A fantastic Wednesday morning it is indeed. Happy Hump Day to everybody. We absolutely love hearing and engaging with you on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. And this morning we posed a question to you guys at home saying, guys, it is day 6 of the national lockdown. What has being in quarantine been like, or taught you about yourself, about your family, about the cats, about the dogs, everybody, and people have been coming through with those answers. So what have people had to say?
So we got some really good feedback, and we got one from Neo Mokone. Good morning, Stabi. I learned that I'm good when working under pressure. Yesterday was my last day to send my work report in, and I nailed it.
Look at you.
Yeah,
coming through. Red flag, emoji, emoji, emoji. Another one came through from Daphne saying, good morning, Tabiso. Is Tabiso the only one here, Daphne? Like, we see you, okay? She says, I live alone, but my family are all here in Cape Town. Although I don't see them too often, they are here. Now that I can't see them, it has made me appreciate and love them even more. We feel you, girl, but it's okay. You still have your Expresso family and Tabiso to keep you company in the morning.
Never mind us.
We have a final comment that came through.
Yeah, and that was from Nosipo Magubane. Morning, guys. Quarantine taught me that having a twin sister who refuses to go to sleep and ask questions and make jokes and falls asleep and then thinks you're asleep, but you're not, is fun. But besides that, it made us get along really well. That's really awesome. I'm loving the sibling relationships that are getting rejuvenated and regenerated. And posing the question to you as well, Jamie Lee, what has it taught you?
Listen, for me, I feel like, and we spoke about this as well, it's just the fact that you're so blessed. I see now, and I was watching the news the other day, that in this time you realize just how blessed you are. If you have a plate of food, if you have a roof over your head, you are more richer than so many other people. So just be grateful for where you are. But remember that we still want to hear from you. Engage with us on Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and still keep it locked here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, we love a very good competition here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and that's why I'm back here to remind you, peeps, that we are hiding away a Lint Gold Bunny in studio this morning. That's right. If you spotted 2 lucky viewers that to win a 1,000 Rand Lint hamper. It's that easy. The very popular shiny Lint Gold Bunny, it returns again because it's very popular this year with its irresistible smooth chocolate body, available in 200 grams, 100 grams, and 50 grams treats. But you can get it for free if you spot the Lint Gold Bunny. It's hidden somewhere. I won't show you. I've got the GPS coordinates. When you do, what you need to do though is when you do spot the bunny, just reply to the competition post on our Facebook or our Twitter pages and let us know where you saw the bunny. Where did you see it? Where is it? Where is it? T's and C's apply. You can find them on expressoshow.com, and the competition will end tonight at midnight. Spot the gold Lint Easter Bunny and comment and let us know where you saw it. We'll see you after this.
Olive Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Siyanamkela kwinkqubo yanamhlanje we-Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you so much once again for choosing to start off your morning with us this morning. Now, last night was the 5th episode of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, and what a nail biter it was, with some very interesting results. At the Tropica Long Life Ceremony, where the teams gifted points to one another, clear alliances were starting to form. Let's see how that went down.
Please find the color inside the bag. Do not reveal yet.
We're pretty confident about the decision that we've made. We know exactly who we want to give our point to.
There's been a target on our back since week 1, so...
They are to get us, but they will not prevail.
Are you decided? Good. In 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Jeez. Hectic.
No surprises, no surprises. We know who our people are. People stuck to their words, and that's the only thing that matters. There's an aspect of loyalty. You know who's there for you in the long run.
For the second Tropical Long Life Ceremony in a row, we see almost a direct exchange of points between Team Pineapple and Team Cool Red.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Quite interesting.
There's a lot of backstabbing, and you know.
I'm sure something like
Not
that
as a
happened
joke,
last week.
but
Something like that might have happened last week.
Someone might have.
It's just a game. Just a game, baby.
Then let's play the game.
The drama, darling. Now, as Katlego said, we can already see an alliance formed between the teams, and there's definitely a strong connection between Team Peach and Team Mango Peach. Now, on the line, we have Darren Solomon from Team Mango Peach to tell us more about what happened on the island last night. But before we speak to him, let's take a look at the following montage showcasing some of their highlights.
Win the very first challenge of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, completing the puzzle and winning with it the right to choose their partners. Setu, third to finish. Darren, fourth.
I'm still above bottom two, so in my mind, I'm still in this game.
Team Mango Peach, you have all 6 points in the bag for this particular challenge. In first position and the fastest time by a long shot.
Team Mango Peach. Team Mango Peach.
First.
Number one.
Congratulations. Team Cool Red.
I'm really upset at myself. I hate losing.
Disqualification, you guys are out. You guys are out. Foot over the line.
What?
We're back in the game.
Love it.
Definitely.
Get inside, get inside, get inside. There we go. Oh my word. Come on. Fill it up now.
He's jumping for joy.
Yeah.
Just gives me confidence that we have to come first or second.
Darren?
Hey.
Hello. Welcome back on the show. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing well, eh? I'm doing absolutely super well.
Oh, wow, you look like you're doing well. Now, last night was the 5th episode of Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. How has the journey been so far for you?
Oh, I can say the journey has been riveting. I've enjoyed every moment of it this far. It's, there's been the juice, there's been the spice, the drama, the action. It's been so much. Woo!
Yes.
Loving it.
Now, on the show, I have clearly been supporting Mango Peach all the way. You and Vazi, I am putting my money on you guys. But yesterday, during the first challenge in last night's episode, you guys struggled a little bit to get the balls out of the cage. Darren, what really went on? What happened?
You know what? Vazi and I, strategized on how we're going to retrieve balls out of the cage. It's just out into the water. As he couldn't hold his breath within 5 seconds, and we literally strategized for 20 minutes, and then only went in, under the water for like 5 seconds, and then only afterwards I could be like, okay, I need to put on my Superman suit and try to do this for myself.
Yeah. You basically carried the team yesterday. That's what team effort is all about, right?
Yep, you could say that again, eh?
And then you guys made up for it, though, during the second challenge, which saw you driving a golf cart. What was going through your mind when you saw the golf cart set up? Because that's not something that you usually expect on Tropica Island of Treasure.
I know. When I first saw that, I was like, just when you think things can't get any weirder, golf cart pops up. But, as every other challenge, I just look at it and be like, okay, I have to do this. Let's see how I can, tackle the challenge to the best of my abilities. And there we go.
And how really are you that no one went home last night?
Oh, geez, what a big relief. Imagine we went, because we were bottom two. That would have been...
That would have been terrible.
That would have been bad.
For me as well. I would be distraught.
Very terrible.
Now, we have already established that you guys have a good alliance with Team Peach. And last night, we witnessed Team Cool Red lose to them during the Long Life Charm Challenge. How did it feel to see them outshining Team Cool Red? Because I know you and Vazi are quite a shady duo.
Seeing Team Peach, it's live. It's on Tropica. Seeing Team Peach outshine Cool Red was the best feeling ever.
Wow.
It's like, I wish we could have done it, but just seeing them be like, yes, that victory was so good. I'm so glad we have an alliance with Team Peach. It just makes our alliance so much stronger. And for the next episode, guys, just wait and
More
see.
drama, darling. More drama. I am here
More
for it.
alliances happening. It is going to be nail-biting.
Thank you so much, Darren, for joining us once again. Please keep safe, stay safe, and good luck for the rest of the competition, okay?
Thank you so much, and I hope you stay tuned.
Yes, we definitely will stay tuned. Now, we are very excited to see how you guys are going to make a comeback next week. Now, if you at home missed last night's episode of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, remember to catch the repeat on Saturday evening at 8 p.m. only right here on SABC3.
Listen, we are back in the kitchen. Let's just, here we go, washy, happy, sanitize. But earlier on, Chef Clem taught us all about a French crepe. Right now, we're talking all things batters, and we're going to be making a 30-day Bran muffin. Why 30-day? I'm very confused, my friend. Couldn't it be 15? Couldn't it be 14? 30 day.
30 day. Salary to salary. Okay.
I see you.
It actually, the batter lasts for 30 days, which is amazing. Because what you do is scoop, pour, bake, eat, which is really, really convenient.
Scoop, pour, bake, eat.
And I mean,
scoop, pour, bake.
Look at that. We're going to drop an album coming out next week. we don't have a name yet. You can maybe let us know on social media what our kitchen team name should be. The name of our album coming up. Okay, cool. So, very, very simple recipe. What I like about it most is the fact that we're using raisins and bran flakes right now, but you can use whatever you have in the kitchen. I've got a tub of almonds right now that I need to use. So I'm gonna, at home, make banana bread. I'm gonna make these Bran muffins while using that. So if you have cranberries, replace that, put some nuts in. Whatever. Even normal cornflakes, gooi it in, it works. Okay, we started with brown sugar. Brown sugar's going in there and a bit of oil. Just like that. And these essentially are items that you should have in your pantry right now. It's nothing special. You know what I mean? It's the base and you do whatever you have.
You don't have to leave the house to get these ingredients. It's probably in your pantry already.
Yeah. Don't leave the house. That's the thing. That's the thing.
Home, guys. Stay at home and eat these Bran muffins. So your eggs are going in. That looks like
2 eggs. And then, funny story, is the eggs actually start cooking the sugar. So you'll notice the longer you mix it, the sugar starts going a bit paler and thicker. That's the eggs reacting. Science, guys. Science. I'm all about the science.
Okay.
So there we go. So we start, and already you can see that color sort of lightening. Yeah, that's the eggs doing its thing. Then to that, some salt and baking powder going in.
Together.
Together. And the baking powder is going to give you that bit of a lift. And like earlier I said, salt, you need to add your baking goods. It brings out the flavor of whatever you're cooking with or baking with.
Got it.
Mix. Just like that.
You already see that color forming. So it's getting a nice consistent. Of course, if you want to get your hand on this recipe, go to expressoshow.com or even similar recipes like this, taste.co.za. They have amazing things on the website just to keep you entertained and make sure that you're feeding the kids while you're on lockdown.
Feed the kids.
Feed the kids.
All right, let's actually do this. Let's go with these ingredients first. So we got some raisins going in there. And like I said, the brown flakes I'll keep for last. Here we go.
For that crunch element?
Exactly. And you want to add the brown flakes now, start mixing because you're just going to break it up. So let's add our flour first. And there's a bit of a brown flour and normal white flour.
And again, if you're playing with the rules.
Yeah, because you kind of want the texture, the flavor, getting it in there, It's all about the texture with this recipe and the fact that it lasts for 30 days. So I'm going to take out my whisk now. Don't waste. So get every little bit out there, just like that. You have to. So then get your spatula in, start mixing it. This is a very forgiving recipe. You can't really go wrong if you get your base quantities of your liquid and your flour right. Okay, buttermilk. In it goes. So someone said they wanted to try one of my fried chicken recipes, but it uses buttermilk, but they forgot to buy buttermilk before the lockdown. So I said it's super simple. Just take some milk, take some lemon juice, squeeze the lemon juice in, leave the milk about 5 minutes, and you'll see it'll thicken and it'll start separating. Buttermilk. And you saw
Chef Clem, what would we do without you in this lockdown period? I feel like you are just serving us all the tricks, the hacks coming through, the Bibles, the commandments.
It's important, guys. That's why I'm here. That's why I am here. So cool. That's our beautiful batter right there. And we're gonna go with our bran flakes. And we're mixing. And you don't want to mix it like too much. You just want to get it in there so we don't break it down.
Absolutely.
And then like any batter, the longer it sits before you actually use it, the better. Give the dry ingredients a chance to hydrate. And then all you do is you take a little scoop, take 2 spoons, whatever you got.
Pour it,
I
bake
like
it.
the 2-spoon method.
Pour it, bake it.
I'm kind of a fan of the 2-spoon method.
2-spoon method?
Yeah, so what you do is, okay, I was trying to lift it up. Let me see if I can do that. Yes, this we can.
Yes, we can.
2 spoons.
Okay.
And you use 1 spoon, pick it up.
And pop it in.
Pop it in. And you can kind of like decide how full you want it. These are large muffin tins. And you can...
for almal bereis.
Exactly, for everyone. You know, just so people know at home, we look after our camera crew.
We do.
We feed them. Can I get an amen from the camera crew?
Amen.
We feed them. So this is for them, okay? Then again, guys, if I don't get an endorsement deal with these zip seal bags this year, something's wrong. This is amazing. Fold your batter inside these bags. And then when it comes time to actually use it, snip the end off. And you just pipe it in.
Use it as a piping bag.
Guys.
How did I not think about that? But
so simple.
Quickly, you obviously gonna base the tray first before you put
Yeah. You can use a bit of melted butter or a non-stick cooking spray. Super simple. And then these go straight into the oven now, right? And they'll bake for about 15 to 20 minutes to get beautifully puffed up just like those over there. But if you're not gonna have it right now, that's when it goes into a zip seal bag. Keep it in the fridge, and again, it will last for 30 days. 30 days.
And this is why it's called the 30-day Bran muffin.
Yeah, we should change it to celery muffin.
Celery,
because it'll keep... Yeah.
Celery, oh, budget muffin.
The budget muffin.
The budget
but
muffin.
The taste is like ultra luxury, I'm telling you, it's so good.
I am living for it. Thank you so much. It looks easy. I feel like in 30 days' time, I'm going to take this, pipe it out, and then voila, everybody. Now, the fantastic thing about this is that once you know how to make the basic muffin batter, you can experiment and add your own flavor, ingredients like nuts, like Chef said, fruits, spices. Now, if you run out of ideas, remember to go to taste.co.za for more culinary inspiration. Voila.
Voila.
Pharmadynamics, effective, affordable healthcare.
Next time on Tropical Island of Treasure Curacao, with 5 teams remaining in the competition, the weight of the treasure may prove too much to carry for some. Oh, they toppled over! For one team, that means the end of the road. This could be it!
They were doing so well.
I know we're not leaving so early.
This is Tropical Island of Treasure Curacao.
Catch Tropical Island of Treasure Curacao Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 8 p.m. only on SABC3. The stage is yours. Own it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. I hope that you are all doing well. It's safe to say that with the country under lockdown and with concerns over what South Africa will look like once we emerge on the other side, everyone needs to pay attention to their mental health right now more than ever. One person who is advocating for the importance of mental well-being during this time is presenter search on 3, the Expresso edition top 4 finalist and comedian Nathaniel Davids, everybody. Woo-woo! He's joining us via video call for our quarantine checkup. How are you doing, Nate?
I'm good, man. How are you? My word, geez, I feel like I'm back. There's a lot more pot plants. And just by the way, for the people who's looking for the egg, the bunny, it's there by the pot plants.
Hi, hey, Nathaniel. Can you please behave? Don't try us. Bro, it's only day 6 and your hair is growing out like this. You couldn't get a haircut on day 1. No, I'm kidding. So we're on day 6 of 21 days. How are you feeling so far, and how have you been during this time?
Listen here, I've been keeping myself very busy. As you noticed, I am definitely growing out my hair. I'm going natural. I'm definitely going natural. I think I'm gonna have a young Jackson 5 by the end of this.
I love that look for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Nathaniel, on a more serious note now, you share much about your perspective on current affairs through your YouTube and your IGTV videos. What has it been like to have that outlet both before and during lockdown?
Look, mental health was always an issue, and it will remain an issue until we as a country stop being conservative about it and stop being open about it and start talking about it. The admittance to vulnerability is the one thing that keeps all of humanity together. But we all want to pretend within society that everything is okay. We put on a mask, and a lot of the distractions that we normally would use before the lockdown, whether it be going out to clubs, whether it be alcohol that we numb ourselves with, is now suddenly taken away. And people are now forced to really to sit down with themselves and only sit within the 4 walls of their minds.
Yes.
And that is incredibly hard. I know a lot of people will get onto their high horses and start, shaming these individuals to make them feel bad because they've been doing it before that. But we don't have time for that, because globally, what we are going through, I feel like I said to a friend just the other day, Dean, we had a chat yesterday, and I said, Mother Nature is cleansing the earth, cleansing us. She knew what was going on. She knew how far and how fast we're running. And what she's doing is sitting us down, giving us a hiding and say, listen here, I know what's good for you, and all we need to do is listen to Mother Nature globally. If it was one country, it's another thing. But on a global scale, we are being taught a lesson, and we need to just listen and really look out for one another. And I'm very glad that you guys reached out, because people need to hear this. And during that tough time that they are going to be going through within the 4 corners of their mind, dealing with a lot of mental health stuff that they never probably thought would affect them, I want to hold space for humanity. I want to hold space for you guys. And I want to invite you to my platform and say, listen here, you are going to go through things, especially now going into the first weekend, and that natural urge to want to go to the distractions that you've been using for such a long time is no more there. But there is a person holding space for you. There's a person saying you can talk. Am I a clinical psychologist? No. But people of color within this country and many other countries don't really have the access to pay 500 Rand for a consultation where they go to a person who knows everything. So I know at the very basic level, what you can do is open up communication and just allow people the chance to talk, because that is the window in a stuffy, compressed, and very filled with trauma. That's the window you allow them just to let all of that out. And I did a video where I just wanted people to know that there is that opportunity for them to come into a space where it's safe, there's no judgment, and we're holding space for you.
I love it so much, because it's really true. We have been stripped away from a lot of distractions, and we are left with ourselves, therefore kind of forced to kind of self-reflect and introspect and kind of work on, our own shortcomings. Now, being a comedian for you, Nathaniel, during these tough times is more useful now than ever. I mean, through your comedic eye, what is the silver lining to this lockdown?
Your kitchen will never, ever, ever be dirty again. It will be clean. Listen here, people.
And your wardrobe.
We are cleaning. The wardrobe. Listen here, I found a corduroy pants that I didn't know I had. I was like, no, actually, do you know how old you got to be to have corduroy?
Corduroy.
I mean, this is tough times. So look, there's a lot of people, especially for content creators. I think this is a beautiful time, not only in South Africa but globally. What you'll find is that people beyond what you think will start locking onto the content you put out. And I must commend South Africa, because we're a country that knows how to get through a tough time. We've been according to our history, been through really tough times. And now again, we are faced with a very, very large task. And the only way we'll get through it, like in the past, is by coming together and looking out for one another. And each one within different fields, whether it be comedians, whether it be content creators, they are all there to look after you. And I just urge and again, I just want to, tell South Africa to look after each other, implement a togetherness amongst everyone. We are going through this literally together, and we will definitely get through it, man.
Thank you so much, Nathaniel. We hope that you keep staying safe and that you continue putting out such content and continue being awesome, and good luck with all of your future plans. We absolutely love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. Peace, love, and light to every single one of you.
Thank you so much. Now, it's very important that we all stay sane and try to keep safe, not only our health, but one more way of doing that is definitely through fitness. What's happening, Uncle Tabsy and Ryle?
Oh, welcome back, guys. And so true and so current to that theme, especially what Nathaniel has said. We've got fitness here for you. And it's not only the physical fitness that's important, but also the fact that we're dedicating specific time and structure in the day to actually just focus on us.
Absolutely. And I think the biggest conversation that's going on right now, I mean, every time I listen to the radio, I hear so many people calling in and complaining about the fact that they can't go out and exercise as they used to. So they're probably losing their minds doing that. But there are so many ways. Fitness is the answer, yes, to alleviate stress and maybe to getting up there and exercising and relieving your tension and your stress. But there are so many ways within your own home and your own house, which you've shown us throughout the week, that are possible.
Exactly that. And we've got all these incredible equipment hacks, and we're carrying on with that trend. Before we do get into it, Tabsy, I think one important thing to also add, we touched on it yesterday in the live video, about not only getting that mental space correct, but what assists you in getting in connection with your body, getting that mind, body, soul trifecta all together is also, it sounds quite silly, but actually getting changed into your gym clothing.
Yeah.
So just like we would normally have that structure in the day where we put our suit of armor on and we go attack the world, or often we have any sort of applicable structure or a goal or a task in the day, we gear ourselves up, mind, body, and soul towards that task. So one tip for you guys at home, make sure that you get changed into your gym gear. It's going to get the mind, it's going to get the body, and it's going to get everything else geared up for our exercise. So as we have discussed, we are carrying on. I know you challenged me to that dance-off yesterday, so I thought it's only fair that we bring Tubbs over and we do some fitness. So we've got an incredible hack. It's another 4 exercise complex. We're burning fat. We're working on that core as usual.
Yes.
And we've got another little trick to do that as well.
I see towels.
It's a towel, it is indeed. So obviously doing away with the conventional equipment. Tubbs, I want you to grab your towel if you can.
And it's clearly not for a nap because it's in a pillow format.
It might look like that, but no, we are working. And what you're going to do is wind that towel up, get it nice and straight.
Okay.
You got that? Yep. Grab it on either end, and we're going to use this towel as our piece of gym equipment hack for the day. So we're dropping our bodies down to the ground, stomachs are on the floor. We're going to be working what's called the rear side of our body, the posterior chain.
Okay.
And what we're going to essentially do is let our hands straight out in front of us, okay, while the towel's on the floor.
Yep.
And what you're going to feel is a little bit of a squeeze in the glute, the back, and obviously the lat. And now, secondly, Tubbs, before we start the exercise, I want you guys at home also that's trying this to make sure that you are pulling away from the towel. So not close together with your hands, you're keeping tension, and that's also going to work on that lateral line, which is the outside part of the body. Okay. Beautiful extension. So what you're going to do, Tubbs, you're going to lift the towel in the air. You feel that? Yep. Yep. And now you're going to pull it close to your chest and then straight back away. You feeling that? Yeah. Perfect. Try to get those arms a little bit high if you can, and we're going to repeat this for 10 reps and straight back in front of you. That's beautiful form. Let's go for number 3. And straight back in front of you. If you guys are struggling with this, Tubbs, as well, you're more than welcome to slide the towel on the ground and then work your way up towards actually getting it up in the air. And you'll feel a beautiful contraction in those rear delts, getting those scaps working. And at the same time, Tubbs, the benefit and the beauty of this exercise, it's also going to assist you in getting a good posture. Remember, we're sitting during lockdown, especially on our couch.
Well, we're napping a lot. We're laying on those couches.
So are you. So I'm here to end that. Please. So when we're napping on the couch, or just just chilling at home, often we are rounding our shoulders, we're losing that ability to have a full breath.
Yeah.
So what we want to focus on is getting those scaps to be set. We're standing nice and tall, and this will assist us when we're actually standing. Then, exercise number 2, once you've clapped those 10 reps tubs, you're going to keep that towel in front of you. We're going to go for a Superman, which is lifting our body straight in front of us, and you've got your legs up in the air. Now you're going to feel those glutes squeezing lovely. And what you're going to do is do a twist. So you're going to rotate and lift your arm up in the air. Yep, there you
like
go.
Superman,
just like Superman. And then we're flying over to the other side, keeping that tension on the towel. Make sure you're lifting it. Yep. And then we're going to rotate that every time, 5 on each side, up to the other side. Yep. And then we're going for 10 reps in total. And what this is doing is just getting an extra stimulation on that lat. Obviously, you're working the glute as well. I see you got a little bit of a sweat going there, so that's
Have
beautiful.
I really?
It's probably just your glow.
I think. And one thing to entertain yourself while you're doing this, you could even break into song, because otherwise you're just doing this in silence. You go, Rabubi, Rabubi,
Rabubi.
Shonepi, ooh, Rabubi.
All right,
okay.
Enough of that. Back to work. We're going to move over to some fat burning, so we're going to get the metabolic rate up, get the heart rate going. So exactly where you are, we're going to do some ins and outs. What you're going to start off with is having your body in that push-up position in the plank, engaging that core as always.
That core.
Yeah. And with both feet together, we're going to bring them straight to your hands, and then straight back out again. And that's your in and out, and that's 1 rep, and we're going to repeat that for 10 rounds.
Do you have to do this?
10 rounds, all right.
Okay.
And what you can do as
well, all day.
to increase the fat burning, we want to go as fast as we can on this as well.
Okay,
right?
cool.
So let's go for 5 reps to show the viewers at home.
Cool.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sure.
1, beautiful. 2, lovely. 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful stuff, Tubbs. That is an essential exercise that's going to assist you both with that lower half of the core and that abdomen region. And then on top of that, it's just stimulating those shoulders very beautifully to get that stabilization. And then last but not least, this is a really exciting one of mine, Tubbs. I want you to grab yesterday's piece of equipment hack. That's that 5 kg kettlebell, so to speak.
Okay.
No, the water bottle.
The water.
Yeah, for all the DIY guys at home.
Okay, nice.
And then you're going to open your towel and lay it out in front of you. Okay, so open it up, lay it out in front of you. If you guys do not have a 5 kg water bottle or anything that does have weight, don't worry, don't fear. We've got you covered. Grab some old books if you can, some good reads or anything that you've completed. I know a lot of you guys are reading, so this is going to help quite a bit. A 2-fold system. Grab your weight and you put it inside the towel. Tubbs, you can rest that bottle on its side. Yeah, and rotate it. Then what you're going to do is wrap it in the towel. And make sure it's in the center. And then you're going to tighten up the ends and twist that. And then we're going to stand up.
Okay, so I probably won't get full coverage because I haven't got a towel as big as yours. But this,
I would suggest, Tubbs, that you actually take the bottle and you turn it the other way, just so that it doesn't actually slip out of the towel.
Cool.
Perfect, my man. There you go.
Nice stuff.
You guys that don't find anything that is heavy and make sure that you throw it into the towel. That's beautiful, my man. And then, once you've got your hack sorted, we are going to stand in a nice squatted position, hinging at the hip, so we're getting a nice stimulation of those glutes and the hamstrings. Leaning over as far low as you can, and you're going to keep your lower back stiff, straight, and you're going to pull up in front of you. Hold that contraction while you're bending over, and then release it straight back down. Yeah, that's your 1 rep, and this is called a bent over row. You're going to get that rear half of the body again as well, getting a nice upper body movement, and you're going to hold that for 2 seconds on the top. 1, 2, and release slowly down. And we're lifting up again. 1, 2, and slowly back down.
Nice one.
Beautiful equipment hack. Obviously, we're creating pulls out of something that's anything inside the household. And that's your 4 exercise complex for the day. I want you guys to repeat this 10 reps of each exercise, 4 rounds, and enjoy the magic. Make sure you tag us on the socials as well so we can see how you guys are coping with these exercises. How was that?
What I like about it is this was really cool, but no one has an excuse when it comes to this because you are at home. You've got all the time to do this, but we're going to be continuing with all of this on our Facebook, right? Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. After the show, for half an hour, we're giving you free training session with Raul Demoni. I'm going to be put through my paces, and yeah, man, let's just break a sweat a little bit and just stress relieve. All right, Expresso Morning Show, rather, SABC3 on Facebook. That's between 9 o'clock and 9:30. Raul, you rock.
Down to work, man. Assistance.
brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, with strict instruction to stay indoors and keep shop visits for essentials only, please don't feel the urge to step outside of your house for your favorite ready-to-use sauces when your supplies dwindle. We've got a simple yet luxurious homemade tomato pasta sauce recipe for you to try at home. And thanks to the versatility of Clover Olive Pride blend of seed oils and extra virgin olive oil, the saucy secret will beat any store-bought version, especially because it will be made with love, right, Anal? So we're going to start off with our ingredients.
Yes. Why it's more delicious? Because we're going to fry off the onions in this beautiful olive oil. It's Olive Pride seed and virgin olive oil.
Yes.
We're going to do that. And while we can fry with this because it's got a high heat, you can it's got a high smoke point.
Yes.
So you can fry, bake and cook with this olive oil. I just want to put it back here.
Yes.
There you go. So you add a bit of olive oil in your pan and then we add some onion.
So we are frying the sauce.
Yes, we are frying. We're cooking the sauce.
We are cooking the sauce.
Yes. So firstly, we're going to fry the onions, and that's adding to the luxurious thing. People don't know, but when you fry onion, it becomes sweet and delicious, and you know.
That's actually very true.
Yeah, it's just becoming beautiful, and it adds to the flavor. And then we're going to add some garlic. Do you know how to peel garlic?
You know, it's very difficult, and I feel like the way that I do it is very long. So I hope that you have a trick for me.
Yes, I've got a trick for you. So all you do, you put your garlic down, you put your knife down, and you bash it down with your hand. You see what happened now? The skin broke loose, and all you do is that.
You just peel it off. That's simple.
That's it. So I'm going to try and do another one, just like that.
Oh, wow.
And you just peel it off like that.
I feel like this morning I'm learning so many essential tips that I can use in the kitchen on the show today alone. From learning how to freeze foods properly, now to peeling a garlic clove.
Yeah, I'm talking about freezing. This sauce you can freeze amazingly. You can just put it into a container, like a plastic container, and you can freeze it, and it keeps in your fridge for about a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you can have it later on if you have made too much.
Too much. So I'm going to add some tomato, chopped tomato.
Chopped tomatoes.
And you can use half little baby tomatoes, or you can put in your tomatoes whole in as well. It's also delicious whole inside there.
Can you also add like chopped peppers and stuff, or chili, however you want to spice it up?
You see, that's the beauty of the simplicity of this dish, is that it sits now on the oven for about an hour.
An hour, I know.
You can go and read your book, play with your kids, do something, and then it simmers slowly away. And when it's a bit dry, you add a little bit of water. And what I like about this oil, it imparts like that olive flavor. It really gives it that beautiful, luxurious olive flavor. And that's also part of the flavoring in this olive.
Yes, it infuses well with the other ingredients in the pot as well. So you said for an hour, but then is it on high level temperature?
It's simmering, just simmering. And you must just see the bubbles, poof, poof, like this, but little small bubbles,
just peek to see if everything is okay there at home. Now, if you guys at home would love to get your hands on this recipe, make sure to head on over to our website, expressoshow.com, because this is definitely something that I am taking home with me. Now, what spice did you put in there now?
So I've added like the real Italian spice, oregano and garlic. Those are the two spices.
And then if I don't have oregano in my cupboard, what can I replace it with?
You can replace it with thyme. It's a lovely, it goes beautifully with thyme. Or even you guys get those mixed spices that you buy. Everybody's got mixed spices. You can put a little bit of it in. Just remember with dry spices, just a little bit, a touch.
Just a little
Don't throw a whole tablespoon in, because we're going to overpower the whole dish.
They are quite potent.
They are very potent. So just a little bit over it, and be patient with it. This dish, it needs to sit and do its thing.
You need to give it
its thing.
love, allow it to grow, mature.
And that's the way the Italian mamas do it, like for 2-3 hours. And then after this, you can use it for pasta sauce. As I mentioned, you can add the beautiful anchovies to it. You can even add a dash of cream to make it more luxurious. And then you can make a spaghetti bolognese. You can add mince to it. It is so versatile.
Also on pizza as well. Like pizza.
On pizzas, just smear it very thinly on the pizza. Put your mozzarella, your bacon, whatever. Oh, lo mio.
Already it smells so delicious, I know.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to actually taste it. Thank you so much for teaching us how to make our own homemade pasta sauce. I hope that you guys were taking down tips. If you missed it all, make sure to head on over to our website, expressoshow.com, for the recipe. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Olive Pride brings a touch of pride and the natural beauty of olive oil to your table. Made with love by Clover.
That looks so good. But you know what was also good? Last night, Tropica Tuesdays, all of us here at Expresso are still sitting on the edge of our seats because after last night's episode of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, and as you should know by now, there are some incredible prizes up for grabs courtesy of Tropica, such as a trip for 2 with KLM, LG products including G8X phones, smart TVs, steam dishwashers, guest vouchers, watches and accessories, plus that very smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. Now today we have the honor of revealing the latest hashtag Tropica winner of a brand new, wait for it, guess watch. So everyone give a drum roll please. Congratulations to Maria Promise Kabini, everybody! Woo! Now we do have Maria on the line. Maria, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Hi Maria, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm good, Mama. Listen, how do you feel about that brand new guest watch that you've won with Tropica and Guess?
I'm extremely happy.
Oh, man. You sound very happy. You can see that. You just calm. You try to be cool, try to play it cool. But tell me, how easy was it to win with Guess and with Tropica?
Like, I dialed *120* and 8767 in the last 4 digits. I saw the competition at Pick and Pay.
Look at you, Mama, coming through easy peasy, and now you're rocking that watch just like hello, hi. Now, is there anything you'd like to say to Tropica and to Guess?
I'd like to say that I'm really grateful for this wonderful Guess watch. I'd like to thank you all. I'm really grateful. Thank you.
Oh, Mama, you are so amazing. Congratulations once again on winning that very stylish Guess watch. Remember, you at home can also win amazing prizes with hashtag Tropica. All you have to do is find the unique code behind the label or the sticker and follow the entry details. Now, remember, if you've missed hashtag Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao last night, you can catch a repeat on Saturday evening at 8 p.m. only on SABC3. But you know what, guys? You need to get into it because I am already obsessed. I told you, Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao, Tuesday evenings, 8 p.m. It is a vibe. It is everything. They are serving us drama, heat, but we love it. But remember to connect with us. Again, Tropica Island of Treasure, repeat this Saturday at 8 p.m.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes, such as a trip for 2 with KLM to Amsterdam, LG G8X cell phones, LG TVs and dishwashers, guest vouchers, guest watches and accessories, plus the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
Nothing smoother, but here's something else quite on the smooth side of things. It is the Lindt Gold Easter Bunny, which is everyone's favorite Easter treat. Now, this chocolate delight is also available in a unique flower or zebra print, which makes it so much fun. The Lindt Gold Bunny comes in different chocolate choices, ranging from milk chocolate to dark chocolate and hazelnut, as well as white chocolate. No matter what your flavor is, they've got it. Today could also be your lucky day because we're giving away 2 1,000 Rand Lindt hampers. Yes, that's right. You heard right. We've hidden this Lindt gold bunny somewhere in studio. Could you spot it? Have you spotted it? When you do spot it, please go and reply on our competition post on Facebook or Twitter and let us know exactly where you saw it. T's and C's do apply. You can find them on expressoshow.com, and that competition will end at midnight tonight. So keep your eyes peeled and be on the lookout for the Lint Easter gold bunny. It's somewhere here. Good luck. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on SABC3. What a Wednesday. I mean, the vibe has just been coming and we've just been going. You've been cooking. I'm very proud of you, by the way.
I've been cooking, everybody, even Umama on my WhatsApp. She's like, you said what now? You can cook umngqusho without my help? That's the first thing you're going to do when you get home.
Listen, you've got game, but maybe you at home have got game to hashtag stay home and stay safe. Maybe you're grabbing an instrument or two and performing in your lounge, doing the things. Maybe you're exploring your artistic side by creating a painting or some DIY around the house, maybe, I don't know. Perfecting your baking skills with what's in your kitchen cupboard. Maybe you're doing that. Or maybe you're even exercising with household products like Uncle Sabiso today, or learning some new dance moves. Now, there are so many ways to show us that you've got hashtag got game during this lockdown period, you know?
Absolutely. Now, we have asked you to show us how you've hashtag got game by posting a picture or a video of yourself with hashtag got game on Twitter and on Instagram or on our Facebook. Stand a chance of winning a 10,000 Rand game voucher. A 10,000 Rand game voucher!
I mean, can we just?
Now let's take a look at some of your entries so far.
Absolutely. One of them came through from Liesel Wheeler Fish that says, besides starting an exercise routine, I was part of a virtual club scene in Centurion with DJ Jazzy D all weekend. Okay, we see you, girl. She made some super lekker donuts and ended it off with a walk challenge. Now, too much fun during this lockdown. Hashtag got game. And let's check out what Liesel is talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey!
Liesel,
hey.
we see you, mama. We see you.
Hey!
Listen, she's got game. I like you already. But another one came through from Fahmida. She says, jumping jacks, question mark, hello. Yes, let's do it. I'm no couch potato during lockdown. Keeping fit shows that I've hashtag got game. Look at her go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ryle, are you keeping up with Fahmida there, eh?
Listen, Fahmida will eat Ryle. She's got more game than Ryle.
That's the best way to continue having game, actually, by keeping fit. Imagine going back to work after this lockdown to your everyday life, looking and feeling absolutely fantastic. Love it, Fahmida. Now, this one comes from Unganyiso Mtungwa. Music expression is the only game thing keeping me hyped during my home stay. Question marks all the way. Hashtag got game. Expresso morning show. Let's check it out.
The first time I met you, my baby.
Wow.
I see the flowers flowing into my eyes. Ooh. Your beauty is what I'm longing for. Ooh. Your smile get me wondering.
Yeah, I want to go in this video.
Oh, that vocals.
So beautifully. Thank you for showing us how you have got game. Now you guys can also show us how you've got game by posting a picture or a video of yourself with the hashtag got game on Twitter, on Instagram, or comment on the Facebook post, and you could win a 10,000 Rand game voucher. Woo! T's and C's Entries can be found on expressoshow.com and the competition runs until the 30th of April. What are you waiting for? Show us how you #got game.
Oh, we've been having lots of fun with that on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Hopefully, your daily dose of Feel Good is elevated. Now, listen to this. This really caught my attention and warms my heart. Val Hirsch, she is 102 years old, a 102-year-old woman who lived through the Spanish flu that began in 1918 and ran all the way through to 1919. She not only lived through it, but got the virus as a young girl, and she survived it, okay? This is beautiful. Now, when asked how she survived during that time of crisis and lockdown, this is what she had to say.
Well, all you have to do is behave yourself and just do what you are told. I mean, try do something constructive if you can.
And the reason that this warms my heart is that you've got someone who has lived through an experience like this. And for a lot of us, this is really the first time and probably the only time we'll ever see something like this happen. But to know that people can survive this and get out of it and live to tell the story shows us what the human strength and willpower can do.
And live to 102 years old on top of that. That is incredible.
I love it. Val Hirsch, take those words and I'll repeat them. All you have to do is behave yourself and just do what you are told. I mean, try to do something constructive if you can. So behave ourselves. We've got to listen to what's being said by the president. Take those words on this beautiful Wednesday and run with them throughout this entire lockdown. Jenny Lee, what's happening, Auntie?
Listen, we are coming to the end of the show, but it's not the end for all of us. We are crossing live after the show from 9 o'clock to 9:30 with Raul. We're still going to give you some fitness tips. So if you forgot the workout, or you didn't do the workout, or you didn't even crack a sweat yet, don't worry, we got you covered. But then also from 9:30 to 10, you're going to be answering all those hacks, asking also questions. So head on over to our social media pages, Expresso Morning Show SABC3. If you have any questions for Raul, if you have any questions for Chef Clem about those frozen, because I mean, your DMs have just been going
It's going crazy. So there is a video on our Facebook page on Expresso Morning Show SABC3. Ask me any question, not just any freezer question, anything. I've got quite a few questions already. We'll be answering those social media questions first, then some extra hacks will come through, and then we'll go over our freezer hacks today. The people want to know.
People want to know who you are. Also, can people ask you personal questions as well? No? No, I'm joking.
Yes.
But you can maybe also just reiterate the 5 commandments again, because that came in very handy.
Absolutely.
So we're going to go over all of that, those questions, those hacks, fitness and food right here on our Facebook Live Expresso Morning Show SABC3 if you want to know anything about it.
So put your alarm on. Tomorrow morning we do all of this all over again, 7 o'clock till 9 o'clock, your daily dose of Feel Good. Thank you, guys. It's been wonderful.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure.
My favorite part of the show was watching you work out. Love
Yes,
it.
and it continues on our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show SABC3. Right after the show, we're going to be having a live stream over there with some more fitness from Raul, as well as more lockdown recipe inspiration from Clem. We'll see you tomorrow. Love you.
See you soon.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.